Grow 'em Big with Steve Bartylla. Brought to you by Huntworth and these other fine sponsors.
One of the biggest ways that we can really, for most of us, transform our habitat is the most ignored aspect, which just blows my mind: our timber. When we efficiently manage our timber stands, we go ahead and take our ground up a very, very big notch. And we can do all sorts of things with these timber stand manipulations. We can create bedding, we can create feeding, we can help create transition zones, and heck, we can create dead areas, and that's important. If we do not have effective dead areas, how are we going to get to our stands? How are we going to hunt those stands? And how are we going to leave those areas without those deer winding us, seeing us, hearing us, all that good stuff? We need dead areas to travel through. We need dead areas for our winds to blow. Now, very often we're utilizing our neighbors as that dead area. But still, we have to have those, and forestry can help us achieve that as well. We have this issue, and it's generally a decent one, where we have worked so dangedly hard to have this little chunk of whitetail utopia that we protected. So many of us, we want to protect it, and so much that we end up handicapping ourselves. Do not be afraid to reach out to foresters. Foresters are incredibly useful tools for us. Treat them like we would want to be treated ourselves, with respect. Have crystal clear goals. Do a little bit of research. Find the decent ones. The overwhelming majority of foresters out there want to help you achieve your goals. And they can go ahead and they can help you with timber sales, and they can specifically help you cater forestry plans to achieve your goals. You want bedding in this area? Well, you do this type of cutting and planting in this area and you will achieve that. You want heavy feeding in this area? Well, you know what? You do the right type of logging there, you can have heavy feeding. You want to make it so that buck doesn't just have to stand in one spot and go like this to look and check your entire 40 acres for does? Well, you know what? Logging can make it so he can't see a quarter mile through the woods. What we can do with logging is literally transform our habitat in so many cases, and it is one of the areas that is ignored over and over and over again. I have done a tremendous amount of timber stand improvement, but you know what? There are people out there that know so much more about this stuff than I do. It's not even funny, because they have dedicated their entire lives to it. They're called foresters. Have your goals in place. Treat them with respect. Make sure you communicate, and they can be such a valuable addition to your team. It's not even funny.
Final thoughts, brought to you by Huntworth.
Our forested ground, in so many cases, has so much untapped potential. It's not even funny. And as a matter of fact, in many, many cases, the greatest improvement you can do is to manage your timber. Foresters can be invaluable additions to our team. Do a little bit of research. Make sure you get the good ones. Thankfully, that's the majority. And make sure that you know what your goals are, and as articulately as you possibly can, communicate them to your forester. Work hand in hand with them, and they can be absolutely invaluable team members in helping us take our property up a very big notch.